What a splendid start of an event, isn't it? Do you agree with me?
Yes, she was. It was
Yes.
amazing voice of her.
Yes, Miss.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Good evening, one and all present here today. I, Ankita Khandelwal, the Senior Product Associate at ValEd Initiatives, welcome you all to today's event, Exchange for Change, where you will be witnessing some most rare and interesting conversation between student representatives from India and Pakistan together with the intention of celebrating world's true nationality, that is humanity. The child you just saw in the video, to you all, she might just look like a beautiful singer, but let me tell you, Anjani and Anjani's story in herself is a true living example of what determination looks like. She is just 11 years old and differently abled child, but that doesn't stop her from creating her name in the books of world records, like London Book of World Records. And she's winning millions of hearts, not only in India, but also across the globe. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here due to, for some reason, and personal commitments, but she made sure her voice reaches us and graces our event today. For the benefit of all, I would like to quickly give a quick sneak peek into who we are. ValEd Initiatives is a transformative educational venture that is based out in Bangalore in India. The purpose of its existence is purely to transform education and learning with righteousness, with values, life skills, and social emotional skills to inspire goodness and success, empowerment for everyone. ValEd take pride in organizing events like today because we have been able to get people from all over the world to be part of different events and share the basic of any human existence, that is humanity, to build a stronger, healthier character. It has been able to touch 15,000 plus lives so far of students. ValEd is happy to have collaborated with Learn Academy from Pakistan, which is an online new era school who is effortlessly working on providing a quality, sustainable, innovative education to students at their doorstep, not only in Pakistan, but across the globe at an affordable price. It I just feel like I'm on cloud nine today by seeing you all here. And even before Independence Day, when I see the celebration happening, and I'm just imagining what are we really expecting then on the Independence Day as a whole. You must be wondering, okay, what do we really have in the store for today? So without taking a further second, I would like to quickly introduce you all to someone who is a PhD holder in finance. Let me tell you, I also come from finance background, but I not even in my dreams I can think of that. He's someone who started his journey in education space by being an educator himself in academics. They say a true artisan is someone who can really see the minute of the things and work on it. And he's a true example for that because few years down the lane in the education space, he was able to catch hold of the gap between the relevance of the curriculum being taught to the students. And with a lot of ideation, thought process, discussion, the Learn Academy was laid as a foundation to many young minds. With a proud CEO of Learn Academy and a proud educator, educationist himself, I would like you all to put your hands together to welcome Mr. Wahaj to please share his few words with our people. Over to you, Dr. Wahaj.
Thank you so much for your kind words, Ankita. And I welcome all of you, all of my dear students from India and Pakistan. It's nice to see all of you together. And I am happy that we are trying to create a future where humanity is the language, and humanity should be transferred in all of you rather than transferring anything else I am so happy that ValEd took this initiative of introducing the child of both countries together and making this happen. I'm so proud of you. To all of you, I think we all should change our thinking. We all should develop friendship amongst each other, and we all should be human first. So I'm hoping this event will let us know that how we think and what we are and what initiative should we took to help out each other as a country and as individuals.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your kind words, Dr. Bahaj. I definitely believe this was something needed, and this event wouldn't have been successful without your support as well. Thank you so much. And now let me quickly introduce you to someone who I believe is a true inspiration to many people out there, especially the youth. He is a son of many principals. He's called as son of many principals, teachers, and educationists, at least in our country, and a three-time TEDx speaker too. He has inspired so many lives by just with a small venture at a young age called as Yuva organization to help youth build the entrepreneurial mindset in them. Are you all excited to meet him? Please put your hands together to our CEO, proud CEO, and founder of ValEd Initiatives, who is also the facilitator of your event for today.
Thank you so much, Ankita, for that. Let me take a quick minute to uh, have a look at the beautiful crowd in front of me, right? Wonderful children, the future of both countries in front. Uh, Thank you, Dr. Vahaj, for joining in today, for the wonderful words that you gave, Ankita, for being such a wonderful host of this event. All the lovely children who've come in from different parts of our country and Pakistan as well. It could have not been possible without the willingness of the students, their parents, their schools. And so many people have come together to make this possible. um, uh, the fact that just before when Ankita was mentioning and talking, I for a minute felt that maybe a tear might actually come down of my eyes, seeing the beauty in front of me of that. Right, I'm not an emotional person like that, but it really feels like that. I want to share with you about one of my friends, of where this came from. Right, so just for the ones who've joined in, recently or just came to know about this event some days back. So this idea probably is not more than 10 or 12 days old, and this happened because I was having a conversation with my friend Sabah Ismail. Sabah Ismail is from Pakistan. She's from the Pakhtun area. She no longer lives in Pakistan. She's in the US now. She's been exiled from Pakistan, in fact. But my story with her is because I met her in Hong Kong when we were both youth ambassadors from our respective countries at a place called the Asia Pacific Youth Network. And in our first meeting over there, it was very nervous for me because I knew that I'll be meeting ambassadors from about 20 countries. But meeting someone from Pakistan, that was very interesting for me. Like, बहुत सारी बातें करनी मुझे. And I was a very young boy that time, probably 12 or 15 years ago. And I know that when we kind of entered into that room, we had this opportunity to kind of know each other. The break time and the food time area is one place where a lot of us used to get open time to connect with each other. And guess what happened over there, right? So we were in Hong Kong where one, the food, finding vegetarian options very difficult. Second, whatever food options we did find didn't have masala, which I think is a common thing between both our countries. That we like food with flavor, we like food with a lot of masala in it. And both of us didn't find that. And searching for that food, both of us went to the same table. And that's how, I got introduced to her and I said, hi, hello. And in my hand, I had my mom's handmade thepla, right? And the moment she saw that thepla, she's like, Mayank, if you don't mind, can I have that? I've been starving the whole day. And that's my friendship surprised me. That's the first instance of how it started. And since then, I've been such great friends with her. And I want to really tell you this, even though this is about me, but I wanted to mention this out to you. Sabah is such an inspiration because Sabah runs an organization called Aware Girls. And Aware Girls is about giving education, the right to education, support to education. Dr. Vahaj, the kind of work which you're doing, right? She's been doing this through her organization at a smaller level, of course. But one of the very famous alums of that organization is none other than Malala Yousafzai. She did one of so she studied one entire year under Aware Girls, just 1 year before she was shot, with them, and that's the kind of opportunity that she was going, and she was spending and moving about all across the world, trying to get this right for it. And I forgot for that minute that I'm an Indian, she's a Pakistani, there's a Sri Lankan with us, there's a Nepali with us, there's a Tibetan with us. None of that mattered. The only thing that mattered was the right of children, the right to education, peace, the right to live life the way we want. And for me, that was such a powerful thing. And then I said that, what can I do to bring that kind of a message again? Fortunately, I had a lovely team with us who could make this possible. And, once in India, there was an old, thin, bald, spectacled man who said something very interesting. He said that if we want to reach real peace in this world, we have to start educating children. And this bald guy, is Mahatma Gandhi. And his thought on this whole thing is the reason, dear children, that we are having this for you, because we want you to be those future citizens who believe in love and peace first, who are humans of values before anything else. And there's a nice poem which I really love. इतिहास के पन्नों में कोई बड़ी बात नहीं अगर मेरा नाम रहे, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं अगर तेरा नाम रहे, बात तो तब बने जब उस इतिहास के पन्नों में कहानी बने और उस कहानी में तुम रहो और मैं भी रहूं. For me, this is the most important thing, that हम साथ में रहे. Like Salwa is clapping over there, Drishti is clapping over there, because आपके दिल तक ये बात पहुंची. And कहा जाता है Salwa कि दिल से कही हुई बातें दिल तक जाती है. And today, I hope in the conversations all of you have a heartfelt conversation. You share your views, understand each other, and that's the intent of it. That is, learn and come together with that. Thank you once again for this opportunity. And Ankita, back to you.
Thank you so much, Mayank, for those kind words and the story. Definitely, it just takes us to a flashback where we have had some kind of similar experiences, maybe with people from different places and countries. Okay, perfect. Now that we've heard from both our facilitator and the CEO of Learn Academy, is it time for some fun activity? Are you all ready? Are you all? It's
Yes,
for
ma'am.
all the participants
Yes.
who are right now
Yes,
ma'am.
in day.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
all I want you to do is, if you're on a laptop device, I would request, if you have an extra phone or a spare phone around, which is a smartphone, I would just request you to browse something called as kahoot.it. We are going to play a Kahoot quiz. I'm just typing the thing in the chat window, what exactly you need to type in. Open
Is it a
your
website or
Google.
something?
Yes. So when you type kahoot.it, the first site that opens up, you just need to click and open that. And it will request you for something called as game pin. Everyone, you have quick, maybe 3 seconds to do so, because Google is really fast. And if you have internet really quick, I think you can manage that to do. Everyone, including teachers, principals, whoever is part of this call right now. Perfect. I see a quick thumbs up.
I also opened it.
Perfect. Let me see how many of you actually have joined.
I opened Kahoot, so we have to enter a game pin.
Yes. Now I have shared my screen. You can see the game pin on my screen. I will also type it out in the chat window for you all. The game pin is 889325. A quick one. I already see so many names. I'm really impressed. Thank you so much. Quick ones, everyone. This game has only 5 questions and something very interesting you're going to see. I will wait for 2 more seconds maybe for others to join in, and I will start the game. And if you're on laptop and you do not have a spare phone, you can just open a new tab where you can type kahoot.it. It will directly lead you to this page, and then you can type in the game pin. Are we all set? Perfect. I still see people joining in. Okay, that's perfect. Lovely to know this. Okay, I think we can start. Are you all ready to play some fun game? Let's do it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So before getting started, I have few instructions for you all. So you will see certain questions on my screen. as I start, and each question has few seconds allocated. You can answer those questions only within that time frame. Either it is 10 seconds or 20 seconds only. Okay? And then second part of this is on my screen, you will see the question clearly and the options clearly. And if you're on your phone, you will only see options. And options are not A, B, C, D. It is in the form of shapes like circle, square, triangle, and rectangle maybe. Yeah. So you will have to clearly see what is the option on my screen that you want to choose and see in your phone. Select that shape and answer it. Am I clear with the instructions? Please keep a check on the
Yes,
time.
yes.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
basically,
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
gonna give questions. We have to answer.
Yes. And you
Yes,
please
ma'am.
watch
Okay,
my screen for the questions and options. On your screen, wherever you're using this game, you just have to answer that. Are we all set? And we start here.
Yes.
चलो समझे एक दूसरे को फिर. Your first question is, who hoists the flag in your country on Independence Day? You can talk in terms of your respective country. You have only 11 seconds. 10. I see 19, 20, 24 responses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's see the answer. Woohoo! 24 people have talked
Time is
about
correct.
Prime Minister and few people have told President. Let me tell you, both are right answers. Why? Because in India, the flag is hoisted by Prime Minister during Independence Day, and in Pakistan, it is the President who hoists the flag on Independence Day. Interesting to know? Let's move ahead. Let's see who is leading. I see someone called as Piyu. Oh, interesting. Drishti, you can make it up. Piyu is anyway leading, so let's see who is going to go next. The second question is, every sunset evening sees our brotherhood with many eyes witnessing and saluting each one. Which ceremony am I? It's a riddle question. Every sunset evening sees our brotherhood with many eyes witnessing and saluting each one. Which ceremony? The clue is in the image. I see 26, 3, 2, 1, and time's up. Woohoo! 15 people right out of, I think, close to about 26, 27 responses. Absolutely right for those who have mentioned Wagha border ceremony, which is also called as beating retreat ceremony. And there are so many spectators who come there just to see this particular ceremony and enjoy the process of cooperation and brotherhood between the two countries. Let's move to the next and see who is now moving. Oh, Miss Vandana. Let's see who is next. Perfect. Your third question is, who is the most followed celebrity of Bollywood in Pakistan? You have good options. Ranveer Kapoor, Ranveer Singh, Deepika Padukone, Tara Sutaria. Time's up, and we have received only 15 responses. Oh, only 3 have answered it right, but let me tell you, out of the 4 options that I had given you, the most followed is Deepika Padukone. And students, you already knew this because I had discussed this with you, if you remember, during my conversation with you. Let's see how many have, who is raising the bar now. Drishti, congratulations. Let's see now next. Who is the most followed celebrity of Pakistan in India? You have 4 options again: Fawad, Ali, Mavra, and Sabah. 25 response. Woohoo! Majority answered it right. Yes, it's Fawad Khan, and Ali Zafar is also known for his songs in India as well. Lovely. Let's see. It's Aiza. Congratulations. You're raising the bar now. The last question of the evening. I derive my name from the region where a river flows in the same name. I'm part of India and Pakistan. Who am I? This should be quick. Quick. Let's see who answers it right. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here we go. Congratulations. A lot of you actually answered it right. Congratulations to everyone. It is Indus Valley, which was also called as Sindh, which is also part of Pakistan as well. And India has derived its name from there. Okay, so now let's see who is Third, PK. So I don't know whose name is that, but congratulations. Drishti second. First is okay. I'm excited. Isa. Congratulations, everyone, for the winners and everyone who participated. Thank you so much, and that was from my end. So, with this, I would like to hand it over back to Mayank to take it ahead to something very interesting that has been waiting for you all. And I hope you completely learned certain things about each other's country, and we look forward to more. Thank you. Over to you, Mayank.
Thank you so much, Ankita, for that wonderful game. I hope a lot of us learned about each other's country and also ourselves. And the gamified ways, of course, makes it very interesting. Now, moving on to the core of this conversation, this peace youth dialogue. This is about learning about each other's views, each other's experiences, each other's countries, and moving towards the direction of positivity and values from there. This is going to be roughly about a set of 10 questions. Each question will invite the answer from one representative of each country. Please raise your hand if you feel like you would like to answer that question. And please feel free to take between 1 to 1.5 minutes to answer your question. Let's kindly do this in a time manner so that all of us get a chance to do it. This is the first of two rounds. The first one is an open conversation round. And after this, you will have an opportunity for a breakout room where you can have conversations over there as well. Is that clear, everyone? Yeah. So we're going to start off with
Yes.
very simple, straightforward questions, right? Easy to answer. And then we'll move into the more deeper ones, right? So let's start with the first question, which I have. Remember, you can use the reaction panel to ask a question over there as well. So my first question, right, is going to be for someone from Pakistan, right? My question for you is this. Tell us more about your country. What does the name Pakistan stand for? And what are its
I
national
think Aliza
symbols?
can.
Is there anyone specifically who like? Okay, Aliza has raised
Yes.
hand. Okay,
Yeah,
Aliza,
hi.
please go.
Yeah, I would like to answer this question.
Go for it.
Hi, my name is Aliza and I'm from Pakistan. I study in Hope Academy, and the meaning of my name, Aliza, is joy. So,
Wow.
telling you more about my country, the full name of it is the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, and the founder of Pakistan was Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. And the name Pakistan is a combo of Persian and Urdu. So, the meaning of it is land of pure. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Absolutely. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
sharing that. And what about the
And there are
national
four
symbols?
provinces.
Okay. Please tell
Yeah,
us
there
more
are
about
four
that.
provinces in Pakistan. The capital of Pakistan is Islamabad, and it is the second most beautiful capital in the world. Isn't that amazing? And then, like, there's this Pakistan is the fifth populated country in the world.
Wow.
Fifth
Amazing.
populated country in the world, and the people of Pakistan are very talented, generous, warm-hearted, and brave. So, moving on to its national symbols, I'm going to start with its national animal, which is markhor. Our national bird is jokar partridge. Our national flower is jasmine. Mango is our national fruit. Hockey is our national game. And lastly, deodar tree is our national tree.
Wonderful, Aliza. Thank you so much for also introducing yourself, the meaning of your name, and the wonderful answer which you've given about your country as well. Thank you so much. So let's follow the example Aliza has set for all of us. Please do introduce yourself with the meaning of your name. I think that'll be a great thing for all of us to do, right? Now, can I invite someone from India to answer the same question? What does India mean? And, what does it stand for? What are some of its national symbols? Anyone would like to answer that? Okay, I can see Reshma. Reshma, please go for it.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Reshma. I live in Bangalore, Karnataka. I'm from Shantiniketan Educational Institution. I'm in grade 9 currently, and my name basically means silky soft. So, yeah.
That's
Coming
nice.
to the question that I'd like to answer. Well, India has many names actually, but the two common ones are, I think, Bharat, and the second one would be India. So when our country was being invaded, they came across the river Sindhu, right? So where they mispronounced the name as Hindu, and then again it was mispronounced as Indus, and then India. So that's something that stuck on with us for years, right?
Wow.
Yeah, and this But usually, when we speak in our regional languages, we usually refer to the country as Bharat. So, Bharat is actually derived from Sanskrit, which basically means the cherished. Something interesting about India is its diversity in languages. There are over 1500 languages in India, and there are 22 languages out of these which are official languages. And I personally speak 5 languages out of them. So, yeah. Coming to the national symbols, the national bird is peacock, the national animal is the Bengal tiger, the national flower is lotus, the national fruit is mangoes, that is something similar between India and Pakistan. The national tree is banyan tree, and national sport. So many people in India believe that there is a national sport, but contrary to popular belief, officially there isn't one. But you do see some sites or websites where you see that hockey is considered the national sport of India, but the government hasn't declared one yet. So, but unofficially speaking, cricket, hockey, kabaddi are some of the most common sports in India. So, yeah. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Reshma. Just like your name, very silky and very smooth answer across both of you. Aliza and Reshma have set such an amazing standard for the answers to come ahead. Thank you so much for that. Let's move on to our second question. Now, all of us know that both our countries are celebrating 75 years of independence. That's an amazing landmark for all of us. My question is on that now. So, can you tell us, and let's start again with someone from Pakistan. How is Independence Day celebrated in your country? What are some of the activities that you take part in or you're involved in during celebrations? Could you please enlighten us on that? Who would like to answer that question? Anyone from Pakistan? How do we celebrate Independence Day over there? Hamza, okay, go ahead. You can answer that.
Okay. Hi, this is Hamza. I'm a student of one. I'm from Karachi, and the meaning of my name is strong. So basically, in Pakistan, on the day of 14th August, what we do is we go out to visit different places, such as we have Tomb of Qaid Azam, who is the father of nation over here, and lots of people, prime minister and officials, and everybody go there and pay gratitude to the father of the nation. The official festival takes place in Islamabad and commences with raising flag on the Parliament House and the presidency, followed by 21 gun salute in capital and 21 gun salute in professional capitals. There are many ceremonies across the country, such as parades, award ceremonies, singing patriotic song and the national anthem, speech by the president and prime minister, and entertainment and culture events. Thank you.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you so much, Hamza, for sharing that bit. If I can request the rest of you, whenever you're answering, if you could keep the mic a little closer to yourself, it'll be a little clearer for us, right? But thank you, Hamza. Can I request anyone
Okay.
from India if you would like to answer, this question as well? I think I can see Vignesh's hand. Go ahead, Vignesh.
Hello everybody, I'm Vignesh from grade 9 and my name means Lord Ganesha. It's a god's
Oh,
name and I
very
am
nice.
from Pratham International School from Bangalore and I would like to answer this question. In India, Independence Day is celebrated in a patriotic way. Our Prime Minister hoists the flag at Red Fort and then March Past takes place and then cultural activities are performed all over India like dance, song, etc. And this is 75th Independence. And for this 75th Independence Day, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi has implemented Har Ghar Tiranga. It's a campaign under the aegis of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. And in my school, we begin the celebration by March Past, then we hoist the flag, then we give speech how our freedom fighters struggle for independence. Then cultural activities are performed like song, dance, grid, drama, poems, etc. Then after all the events, national anthem is sung. Then we end the celebration by distributing sweets. That's all. Thank you.
Wonderful, Vignesh. Thank you so much for mentioning that as well. Right. Let's move on to our third question. Now, this is an interesting question for me because if we were to come to the other country, right, where would we see? Right. So let me ask our Pakistani friends today, right? What are the best places to visit in Pakistan? Who would like to answer that question? Okay, I can see, I think Fatima's hand is up. Is it Fatima or Salva? Oh, sorry, Salva's hand is
Salva.
up. Okay, go for it, Salva.
I actually made a PPT, a video, and my teacher said in the event day while answering, she will share the video. So can
Oh,
you
wow.
share it? Do you have the video?
Yes, I'm just sharing the screen for you. Hold on.
Excellent. We have a video part or video presentation part also. Wonderful. Looking forward to seeing this.
Just give me a moment.
Sure.
Let me know if you all can see my screen. And Salva, do let me know if I have to stop somewhere while you speak. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am. Please start from the beginning.
Perfect. The
first
video
one
is begin, you can start. The video is begin, you can start.
Okay, can you start from the beginning?
Yeah.
The first one is Murray. Murray is a mountain resort town. If you're visiting Murray for the first time, then you should come in summer because in summer you can ride horses, airlifts, and it's very green. The best part in airlifts are when you're sitting with your loved ones and you can see a beautiful view and it's like you're flying in the air. It's a wonderful feeling. Murray in winters are also very beautiful. It's like an Iceland. Everywhere there's snow. Uh, yeah, it's you can the 1 minute can stop.
Yes, please go ahead.
Actually, it's loading. It's actually kind of lagging.
Okay, no problem. You can continue talking. Let the video keep playing for the people seeing it. Not a problem.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You can play with snow and build a snowman, especially Mall Road. It looks very beautiful.
Go ahead.
Second and most beautiful place is Nankahan. In Nankahan, there are mountains and rivers, and you can also do boating. The most beautiful scenery in Nankahan is when you're sitting in a tuck shop and in front of you there are cows running and sunlight coming. It looks like a magical place. And it looks very beautiful. And Nankahan is also my favorite city. The third one is Nathia Gali. Nathia Gali is also a mountain resort town, and it is really green and beautiful. And there are also many hotels over there, been very beautiful. Thank you.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you so much, Salva, for sharing that. 3 interesting places now. I'm just going to add that to my list to visit before I die. Wonderful, Salva. Thank you so much for sharing that. So let's have someone from India as well. Anyone from India who'd like to answer that question? Okay, Monita. We have Monita over here. Perfect. Go for it, Monita.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Ma'am, could I have the PPT presented?
Yes, dear. Just give me a second. Let me know if you can see my screen. Is it visible? Sorry. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. You let me know when I have to move next, yeah?
Myself, Moita from Shantiniketan School in Bangalore. And myself, Moita, it means a noble person in Spanish. So I would like to first speak about Chikmagalur. I had visited this for a New Year's celebration. There were wonderful landscapes and coffee plantation. And we were lucky enough to get accommodation in Betta Bagilu, which means they were facing towards the hill station. It was really worth calling it. Our early morning started with bird chirpings, holding freshly grinded coffee in our hands in the moist morning. We went for a walk in the coffee estates and we returned back with few coffee beans and colorful flowers. In the noon, we did have plans for going for mountain trekking to view the sunset. And while returning, we found a beautiful glowworms around us. And my dad did capture one for me. I did annoy it for some time, but let it free soon. And next, I'd also like to introduce you guys to ruins of Hampi, which I visited during the month of April. And it was a really sunny time, but once I bought an ice candy, it just melted within a few seconds due to the heat. And it was the same condition with us too. But the best time to visit Hampi is during the month of November and February. We also had a guide called Venkat who had every knowledge of every single corner of the Hampi, the sculptures, etc. He also made us to visit the Darbar Hall, the Kamal Hall, which is also known as the courtyard. The palace where the kings and queens used to stay. The darbars where the elephants and horses were left. And the market where they used to sell diamonds, jewels, and golds in 1336. I also tried giving a search for finding few precious stones or diamond stars, but the guide informed us that this was really centuries old, so we couldn't find any. So next, I'd also like to introduce Mizoram or Iceland. Mizoram, Iceland. So according to, in my opinion, I could say it's a city of clouds and it had zero population. The rivers were crystal clear and the pollution was not even there. It was super unpolluted. We also visited the market during the night time and we found fresh fruits there. Into my shockness, once I returned from there, the fruits retained the same freshness too. In the morning around 6:30 a.m., I thought it was 9 due to the sunny morning. And once when I opened the window, I saw the sun right ahead of me on the bed of clouds. It was a really surprising view. I took few pics and did a video call to my friends and relatives too. They were in astonished seeing the amazing view. After that, later we went for a beautiful city tour. We saw beautiful hill stations. There were many orchards and lily flowers everywhere. We saw many small waterfalls and the food was really delicious. Thank you. And I also like to visit one of the places in Pakistan. My next place in my bucket list is to visit Indus Valley Civilization at India and Pakistan. I'm really waiting on my tours to visit this place. Thank you.
Wonderful, Monita. Thank you so much for showing us, both of you, right? Such a beautiful presentation with images really helps give us a very beautiful, vivid picture, right? Let's move to the fourth one, right? A very basic, simple one, right? But all of us who are attending this want to know this, right? As children, right? What makes you proud about your country? Why are you proud about your country, right? Let's have our friends from Pakistan answer this one. Who would like to answer this question? Okay, I think I have Fatima Noshad. Fatima Noshad, right? Okay, great. Fatima, go ahead.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Hello, my name is Fatima Shah. I am from Darren Academy. I'm from Pakistan, Karachi, and my name has two meanings. One is caretaker, someone who takes care of people, and second is one who is beautiful like the stars. The fact that I am a Pakistani makes me proud. Pakistan has a lot of clean and green cities, and we Pakistanis are very welcoming and very open to our guests. In the past few years, we've had a lot of vloggers, bloggers, and tourists in Pakistan, and all of them have said one thing about the people of Pakistan, that they are very generous and very kind, and they help them in touring some of the places. Some of the people even gave free food and free stuff just because there was a tourist visiting. Pakistan is the world's first Islamic country to attain nuclear power. Pakistan has the largest canal-based irrigation system in the world. Pakistan International Airlines (PIA) was founded on October 23, 1946 as Orient Airways. Pakistan made history when Muhammad Ilyas passed the civil judge exam when he was 20 years and 9 months old. He became the youngest civil judge in the world. The Khibra salt mine in Pakistan is the second largest and oldest salt mine in the world. The world's longest glacial system outside the polar regions, the Biafo Glacier, is in Pakistan. Out of the total land area in Pakistan, 25% is under agricultural cultivation. The once world's largest man-made forest is in Pakistan, the Changamanga Forest, 12,423 acres in area. It is named after two brothers, the Dacoits. The Changamanga forest was originally planted in 1866 by British foresters. So these are some of the things that makes me proud of Pakistan. Thank you for listening.
Wow, Fatima, that's amazing. So many things about Pakistan. At least I had no idea about. Thank you so much for sharing it so beautifully. Great. So let's have someone from India now. Who'd like to answer that question? Can I see someone's hand going up? Drishti, right? Yeah,
Yes,
go
sir.
for it. Yes, Drishti.
So my name is Rishti Datta. I'm from India, Karnataka, Bangalore, and my school is National Hillview Public School Unit 2. My name Rishti means vision. So when I'm asked the question, what about India makes me proud? Now, when I talk about this topic, there are actually quite a handful of things that are worth mentioning. But the first and foremost thing that comes to my mind is India's mythology. Now, when we talk about mythology, the first picture that comes to our mind is stories. Stories that are religiously accepted and about gods. But in my opinion, these stories are not only about tales about certain deities. They are more about universal truths and facts. For example, in one of the mythological tales, it is from the famous epic of Mahabharata. So it is set in the realm of heaven, the realm of the gods. And there was a human there who had been waiting to speak to a god about a certain matter. But when the god is done, he comes and laughs at the human. He says that whatever your problem it was there, it was gone on earth because it was about a person and he's probably dead by now. But why? He was there only for 3 hours in the realm of the gods. So the god says that when you thought that you were here for only 3 hours, 3 centuries were passed on earth. So in this tale, it has been specifically mentioned in the end that in different dimensions, time does not run the same, which is the point I want to stretch on. Now, this was written in some BC, and it clearly indicates that whoever wrote it had knowledge about light years, which we think that we discovered recently. But people back then could not decipher all that knowledge. It was like a message written in the past so that people could enjoy it as a story. But in the present, we can treat it something like a prediction. This is only one such instance where I've come across something like this. And another one is the design of space rockets. May I have my PPT presented, ma'am? Thank you, ma'am. As you can see, the design here is very similar to the top portion of the rockets. So, and even as well as SpaceX and NASA have taken inspiration from these designs. Now, this specific design is called the Vimana, which means flying spaceship or flying ship. And this also scales back to some BC, probably during the Bronze Age or the Indus Valley Civilization, as it is known. And when I bring the Indus Valley Civilization here to the topic, it's not only India, but at that time our countries were one. So the credit should go to Pakistan too for these things. So in the end, no one really thinks mythology can play a role in science and upcoming sciences, but there's still a lot more to discover. And what makes me really proud is this certain string connected with mythology and science, and especially in Indian mythology. Thank you.
Wonderful, Drishti. Thank you for sharing so many amazing things in such a short period of time. And of course, mentioning the fact that yes, our countries, back we're one. So we have the same soil, we have the same source. All of us come from the same place. Wonderful. Let's move on to our next question now. The built-up questions have reached a certain place, right? And they're now going to get more intense. They're going to ask, more honest opinions from you, more deep, heartfelt answers from you. So, are you guys all ready for it, guys? Yeah. And let's hope that we can have, everyone having a chance to answer this. Okay. My question to our friends from Pakistan is this now: what are your country's present-day challenges which you believe citizens want the government to address? What are your country's present-day challenges which you believe citizens want the government to address? Who'd like to answer that? I can see Fatima Zahra. Please go ahead, Fatima.
Hello, my name is Fatima Zahra. My name means beautiful like the stars. I'm from Karachi, Pakistan, and I'm currently studying in grade 8, and I'll be addressing this question today. First of all, I would like to state by saying what are challenges? There's something that are stopping a person from moving forward. So things like load shedding, urban floods, infrastructure, and economical hardships are stopping citizens from moving daily activities. Take me for example. Yesterday, my light went out at a very certain time that my mother was cooking. And I saw her struggle very much because there was no light and she was having a very hard time cooking. And seeing her made me also very sad that why is my light going off, and why can't the government take care of that? So this was another step that my mom couldn't make the food, and there could be so many other people who can't do daily activities like this. For example, if you're in a hospital and light goes out, that's also a big problem. The next thing, urban floods. Urban floods are basically where the whole city floods. Now, luckily for me, my area has not been flooded, but I know many close relatives and their areas have been heavily flooded. And I know that it's very hard for them. So I want urban floods to also be fixed. Now, urban floods also come with infrastructure. Infrastructure basically means when the roads are cracks and they have bumps. A few days earlier, yes, this is very recent, someone crashed on the road because of infrastructure, because the road was very bumpy and the rainwater just poured down. And this also follows by economical hardships. To have a good country, you need a strong economy. So things like these are stopping citizens from doing daily activities, right? But I just want to say that the government is addressing these problems, not as much as I wanted to, but they are trying to solve these problems. But I want them to solve it more in depth, but not when they are required. But the citizens of Pakistan, because of citizens of Pakistan deserve a fix forever. All I'm trying to say is the government is trying its hardest. With a little push, I know that they can do better. I know the amazing that Pakistan is going through many problems right now. But by being human to each other, I know that we will and can fix and extinguish the fire together. Thank you for listening to me.
Wonderful, Fatima. Thank you so much for sharing with all your heart, and all of our wishes are with you, and we are confident and we are sure that Pakistan will be able to deal with all these challenges and give you the kind of right governance, all children and adults that you deserve. Wonderful. Now let's ask someone from India. I can see Aradhna. You have raised your hand as well. Please go ahead, Aradhna.
Thank you for the recognition. So, hello again. I'm Aradhna from Madurai, Tamil Nadu, and I'm studying in Lakshmi School. And my name Aradhna means prayer. So, according to me, some of the most crucial challenges that are faced by my country are climate change, inequality, and poverty. Now, in the past decade, temperatures in India have risen by about 0.7 degrees, I believe. That changes the whole climate of the country. Now, certain parts of the country face heavy unseasonal rainfall, while the other faces drought. For example, in Madurai, during the summer months, we faced a lot of unseasonal heavy rainfall. Another challenge faced by my country is inequality. Now, I'm going to talk about one that personally affected me. Women are unable to achieve their goals due to stereotyping. When I was around 4 or 5, me and my friends were walking to the playground. While on the way, we crossed the glider that was parked in my school. I shared about how I aimed to become a pilot in the future. Not even a split second later, all my friends go, "You cannot become a pilot, only boys can become pilots." This situation needs to be changed. Now, finally, poverty. About two-thirds of the population of India currently live in poverty. Poverty also makes children go into child labor, which also doesn't give them education opportunities. So, yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much, Aradhna, for sharing out your heart, and our wishes to you as well. I'm sure you yourself will be the torchbearer. And if it's in your dream to be a pilot, I look forward to seeing you one day on a plane as well. Right? Hopefully, all of us are traveling to the Indus Valley, and you're the one who's getting us there. That'll be the ideal best one. Wonderful. Let's move on to the next one. Right? As I told you, it becomes more and more challenging as we move ahead. Now, the sixth question, very interesting one. This is for our friends in Pakistan. How has India been portrayed on Pakistan, whether it's social media, whether it's the TV? How is the other country being portrayed? How is India in specific being portrayed? Because we can't talk about peace, we can't talk about building bridges for knowing and learning each other unless until we recognize what exactly is being shown to us, being fed to us. Would anyone from Pakistan like to share that? Okay, great. I see Haroon Siddiqui, who's raised a hand for that. Please go ahead, Haroon.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Hello, my name is Harun.
Haroon, can you take your mic a little up if you don't mind, please?
Hello, my name is Harun Siddiqui.
and I'm from Karachi, Pakistan. I am 10 years old and I study in Learn Academy. I will be answering this question. Social media is separated into two parts, news or, news or entertainment. For example, Twitter is used to discuss more political news, while Instagram or Facebook for personal entertainment and news about celebrities. In Facebook or Instagram, Indian celebrities receive more praise and more respect, but in the news, India receives more hate because of controversy, political debates, and stuff like that. The reason India receives a lot of hate from Pakistan is because of its traumatic past and relationship. Thank you.
Thank you, Arun, for mentioning that from your heart as well, right? Uh, Now let's have someone from India. I can see Sergeant Jamal, who has raised his hand. Okay, go ahead, Sergeant.
Good afternoon, sir.
How do you see Pakistan being portrayed in social media, in media channel outlets in India? Can you please throw some light on that?
Sir, am I visible? I mean, sorry, am I audible?
Yes, you're visible and audible. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. My name is Sergeant Jamal. I live in Chennai and I study in Chennai Public School, and my name means loved one. When we talk about Pakistan portrayed in Indian social media, there are different opinions, right? Obviously, because it's social media. There are different opinions. Right? But like,
Correct, yeah.
we have to keep in mind that not everything on social media is true. Mostly, almost everything is faked or to some extent. Because like I have many Pakistani friends, right? And never have I had any problems or any fights with them, right? They are really good friends. They're very nice people and very fun to be around. And there are many fake websites which give out false information about Pakistan and our current fights between the countries. But there are other websites raising awareness about these sites which give out false information. So we always have to get news from trusted websites.
Absolutely.
And so we should, because the internet is still new to us, and not everyone is well educated about the internet and its possibilities, right? So many people can get fooled by like many things on the internet. So we should never spread any news we aren't 100% sure of in Pakistan about Pakistan. So thank you.
Wonderful, Sergeant. Thank you so much for mentioning that. And it's very interesting that you mentioned that, right? Because for me, something which is very basic, and this is for everyone out there, right? So there is so much of hatred, there is so much of misinformation, right? And for a person who's hearing it for the first time, they will take that as truth because it's come from a certain source. We have this terminology of WhatsApp, Wikipedia university, WhatsApp university, where it's unverified information, someone's opinion passed on as news to the world, and kind of forms opinion in people's mind. uh, so I probably want to ask this to someone out there as well. How do you think, you as children, right? What do you think we can do to address the spread of this sort of hatred and misinformation towards each other? Can we have someone from Pakistan, answering that? Okay, I can see Aiza's hand up over there.
Hello, I'm Aisa Faisal. I'm a grade 9 student of Learn Academy. I'm from Karachi, and the meaning of my name is Noble and Respected. I would like to address this question. According to me, what I think is to just accept each other as separate nations. We were same country, same nations, subcontinent, but not anymore. We need to accept that thing. Um, we should respect each other's religion, culture, caste, beliefs, and existence and everything, just like any other country. Secondly, we should everything has a positive and a negative side. And we should always focus on the positivity, not the negativity. We should show the positivity and we should spread the positivity, not the negativity, because negativity always leads to drama. And in addition to, I'd say we should not believe everything we see on the social media, because there are like lots of misinformation, lots of misunderstanding. We don't know is that accurate or not. So we don't need to believe everything we see on the social media. And that's how I think we can address the hatred and misinformation with each other. Thank you.
Absolutely. It's so important to verify, right? Like even what Sajjan was mentioning, right? If you're not sure about it, right, don't share it. Take that little extra effort of double checking and Googling. I'll give you best example. There was used to be this message on WhatsApp a lot that we used to get saying that, India's national anthem has been voted the best national anthem in the world, right? Now, a logical person would think that why would you compare national anthems, right? Every country's national anthem is dear to them and they like it, right? Why would be voted? But for some people who really feel pride and proud about the country, they're not wrong, right? They're just very wishful that yes, I want an opportunity to kind of put across my country at the highest. They would send those messages again and again and again, right? Try to show that. That's probably one thing which all of us can do: verify what we are hearing, no matter how interesting or truthful or dissentful it might sound. Sometimes the more sensational it is, the more reason for you to verify it as well, right? Let's ask someone from India. Can we have someone from India who'd like to share? How do you think we can address this hatred towards the other country? Samad, go for it.
Hello, thanks for the recognition. So my name is Samarth. I study in NP National Public School Agara, and I currently stay in Bangalore, Karnataka. My name Samarth means that one can do anything. So addressing the question, I would say acceptance plays a vital role in this issue. If a mistake is made and either of the countries accept it, it won't prolong for us to find a solution for it. Along with this, I feel media plays a large role in this. If the truth is told, that is what will be portrayed. Otherwise, it's just misinformation, right? So, if you look at it, communication also has one of the major roles. As if we, as both countries, civilized and educated, just sit down and talk it out, this will help get both sides understood. Along with this, I feel tolerance towards each other is another major thing we need to look at. And if countries come to mutual stance, meaning India, Pakistan, if we come to a mutual stance and either of the side doesn't have a certain advantage, this the misinformation and the hatred doesn't even come into the picture. Our countries are brothers. Why hate when there's love? On this note, I would like to end my answer. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Samad. Very wonderful message as well, right? I just got someone messaging me on Zoom saying that one of the best ways you can do it, that do the filter test, right? If it's going to be meaningful and helpful to some person, only then share, or else avoid sharing it altogether, right? You rather be double sure about being right than half sure of whether you're being right or not. So thank you so much for that message as well, right? Now let's move through the last couple of questions that we have for today. And again, this is going to be about the vision that children have for the future, because you might be, and listen to this, every single child, okay? You might be 30% of our population today, but Aradhna, Aiza, Rishti, Harun, you are 100% of our future tomorrow. So every single Pakistani tomorrow, every single Indian tomorrow is going to be people like you. It's going to be the initiative that you take, right? And on that, I'm going to ask the next question. What are some of the ways to achieve peace and even friendship between our governments? What do you think we need to do at an individual level? What do you think we need to do at a government level? Let's start with someone from Pakistan. Khadija Jawad, I think you've raised the hand. What would be your answer to that? How do we achieve peace, Khadija?
Hello, my name is Khadija Jawad. My name means trustworthy and respectable. I'm from Karachi, Pakistan. I'm in grade 7 and I study in Learn Academy. Some ways through which Pakistan and India can achieve better relations are through the things we enjoy together. For one, sports is a common ground between both countries. Games like cricket, hockey, squash, kabaddi are played between both countries and are also played between my family. More tournaments can be kept which will build healthy dynamics. Secondly, art, since it comes from the same language and culture, can be promoted more. Movies, music, poetry, art, drama should be exchanged to encourage love and acceptance, even food for that matter.
Moving on, traveling between both the countries should be more accessible. This will allow people to this will allow people to appreciate and be more aware of each other. This will strengthen ties as be um, people will also acknowledge firsthand how similar we are. Moreover, increasing trade between Pakistan and India of things like chemical products, textiles, cotton, and mineral fuels it would like if we increase trade, it would surely bring a lot of peace. And a very small example of friendship between India and Pakistan can be seen on our Facebook groups, and it was very wholesome to witness it. And I think India and Pakistan are better being of friends. Thank you.
Wonderful, Khadija. You have the most enticing smile and the most beautiful innocence on your face as well. So no wonder your name
Thank
means that.
you.
Trustworthy. So nice, but so many wonderful points as well, right? I think they say that food is the way to the heart. And I know that there's wonderful food items in both our countries' cuisine. So yeah, if that opens up, maybe our heart also will open up that way, right? Let's have someone from India who'd like to answer this question as well. Do we have someone from India who'd like to do that? Rakesh, I can see your hand is up. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Hello, everyone. I was glad to hear the thought shared by Kalija, and now I would like to share my part. I am HS Rakesh Gowda, and I come from, I live in Bangalore, Karnataka. I come from Shantiniketan Educational Institution, and my name basically stands for Lord of the Full Moon Day. Yes, I believe that the best ways through which both India and Pakistan can achieve peace and friendship are through the way of sports, student exchange programs, tourism, international trade, and by bilateral talks between the two countries on major issues. Firstly, when it comes to sports, the most popular cricket matches covering T20, one day, test matches, and even IPL mode can be arranged and played. Yeah, we know that there's a huge fan following for cricket in both the countries. Personally, even I am a big fan of cricket and love to watch cricket matches. So, through the medium of sports, a healthy relationship can be maintained. Secondly, through student exchange programs, both at school and university level, a better understanding and individual affection can be built. Even if I, given a chance, would definitely like to go and explore the place. Coming to trade contracts, and thereby more imports and exports can be encouraged. Thirdly, by bilateral talks between the two countries on major issues, like the both countries can peacefully hear to each other's words and try to bring up solutions on major issues. Also, through tourism and entertainment, a cordial relationship can be developed. I honestly believe that the above steps introduced can bring forth miraculous progress in building up better understanding and everlasting peace in both the countries. By this, I end my hands. Thank you.
Wonderful. Very nice. Thank you so much, right? For that wonderful answer. One thing is very clear. I think both countries want cricket to resume, right? So I think the timing couldn't have been better of the Asia Cup happening now. So 28th of August, we know that India and Pakistan are facing off. So let's hope that we can all watch it together and celebrate for each other. Let cricket win and India and Pakistan together win that day. Wonderful. So
sure, sir.
We have a couple of more questions. I'm going to request the students to keep your answer a little more short. Because after this, we have a wonderful question which is going to be asked by one of our journalists who've joined in the call. She would like to ask some question to you. So Shruti, I'll come to you in about 5 minutes time. We have just one or two more questions after this, right? Okay, so let me ask you this question, right? So after all the peace talk we spoke about, the challenges we spoke about, right? If you could actually create an ideal future world, what would that look like? What are the values that you believe our world needs to be built on and based on, right? Let's have someone from Pakistan answer that question. Yeah, I can see Fatima, Mohammed Jamil, who's raised her hand. Fatima, please go ahead.
Hello everyone, my name is Fatima Muhammad Jamil. My name basically my name's meaning is
one who is beautiful like the stars. I am from Pakistan, Karachi, but I'm currently living in Saudi Arabia, Medina. I am from Learn Academy and I study in grade 8. So, when I look into my future and how I want to spend my life, I see myself happy, of course. I see myself in a place where there is peace and harmony. Although there will be conflicts and challenges, but still people extend helping hands and supporting hands to each other. They're not going to stay back stating, okay, that you come from here and you come from here. That is because humanity is above nationality. So let's follow the world principle of humanity as above all nationality. I want everyone to have freedom, peace, equality, dignity, love, justice, and I also want the people in my future world to have religion rights, women rights, education rights, and disabled rights. There is a list of rights that are being given to people, but still, there is a certain group of people in a community who don't get to access their rights. So let's work on not just having those rights on paper, but giving those rights to people who can practice it in a good direction, not to give it to people who can practice it in a wrong way. I also want the world, in my future world, to decrease world pollution by planting more trees, because when we cut trees, less oxygen is released. Save animals because they help create plants, stability, and well being. Reduce, reuse, and recycle the things around us. And lastly, ride a bicycle instead of riding a car to avoid pollution. Thank you.
Wow, that is a list of wonderful values for all of us to keep in mind. I love what you said about that. A lot of people today have so-called rights on paper, right? But we need to make that accessible to them. Imagine a future where all of us truly get what we deserve, right? Dignity, freedom, justice. Wonderful answers, Fatima, right? Let's hear from someone from India now, right? What is an ideal future for you? What are the values that you believe our world ahead needs to be put on? I see Harshada Sunil, who's raised her hand on that. Please go ahead.
Hi everyone, good evening. So first I'm going to introduce myself. I am Harshda Sunil from Vartur, which is in Bangalore and Karnataka. I'm from Pratham International School and my name stands for happiness.
Oh, nice.
So I just loved Fatima's answer and I was inspired by her answer too. But now I'm going to go for my views. When I talk about my personal way of how I see the world, now when I see it personally, it's like really simple. But when we go for a more societal way, it's really complicated. Now now when I talk about the future world, I want it to be something in which people can actually make a development, make something happen without others or without anyone else judging them based on something that is not relevant, or like people shouldn't feel, yeah, they are developing, so I must be scared because I'm not developing. I don't want it to go like that. Now when something new happens to the world, or there's some improvement, or there's some new development that is happening to anything or anyone or any whole country or a community, the other communities, countries, or people, they just feel, yeah, I'm left out, yeah, maybe they're stronger than me. No, I don't want that to happen. Now when we talk about that, it's like really on a like really complicated level. Now the next thing I would like to say is about the things like equality. Now when I say equality, there are so many slogans, there are so many like organizations made for that, but then how many organizations do actually work for the purpose? Not many, right? So can we, like, I hope we can change that. Now the last question which has been asked, what are the values that I would like my future world to be based on? They are equality and humanity. Now when I say humanity, automatically, I guess according to me, automatically all the other features which are needed for a good world should come upon, should like just add upon, because humanity is the most important feature of a good world. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for mentioning that again. Fatima mentioned something very interesting. She said that, humanity should come before nationality, right? That's also the theme of Exchange for Change, this event around that. So very beautifully, constructed into your answer. And it's something for all of us to think about, right? How can you be a true Pakistani and how can you be a true human at the same time? It is possible. So Khadija, Harun, Aliza, there might be a lot of people who will say that Pakistan comes first, or there might be a lot of people, Harshada, who will say that India comes first, right? But I believe a truly evolved mind would weigh both of them and say that doesn't humanity comes first, right? How does it matter that a line on the ground decides, who comes first and who comes second? So that's something to think about as well. And for the absolute last question, okay, I want to keep this slightly light, right? So that we can do this. And then we have a question from a couple of our journalists who we have, right? Apart from schooling, because we want to know what your lives are like, right? Apart from schooling, what are some of the activities that students generally engage in, right? Whether it's in India or in Pakistan, what do you guys do apart from studying as students in your country? Who'd like to answer that? Let's have Muntafa. Yeah, okay, great. That's it. Let's have Muntafa answer.
It's Muntaha. Sorry.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that, Muntaha. Go ahead.
So, hi, my name is Muntaha Jawad. I am from Lahore, Pakistan, and my school name is Hope Academy. I am currently in grade 7, and the meaning of my name is highest rank in sky. So, as we are living in an IT era, so most students have interest in learning coding and about technology. Students also spend their time by playing cricket and any other sports. Most students in Pakistan have interest in musical instruments. They are learning about like piano and flute as they're famous in Pakistan. And drawing and painting are also the common activities Pakistani students usually do. So these co-curricular and extracurricular activities are really important for a healthy personality. And once a person gets expert into these activities of their interest, then they can adopt it as their career or their profession. I like learning languages. Currently, I'm learning French because when I grow up, I want to be an interpreter. Thank you.
Wow, Muntaha, thank you so much for sharing that. Sounds a lot of like what people do in India do as well, right? Let's have Muhammad Ali Ashraf, right? I think even you wanted to answer.
Hello, I'm Mohammad Ali Ashraf from Learn Academy, and I'm in grade 8. I live in Karachi. My name means praiseworthy champion. Can I address this question?
Please do, go ahead.
Okay, so well, here sports activities are very popular. We play sports like soccer, cricket, basketball, badminton, or tennis, like almost every other country. But because of COVID-19, people weren't able to go outside and do all these sports. So online courses became very common. Everyone all around the world started participating in online courses. So I did web development, Python, coding, and illustration courses during COVID-19. And now it makes me feel glad that I got to do something productive and learn something new during that time. But now, since the pandemic is comparatively a lot less dangerous, people go out way more often than before, and my friends have even started doing hockey and cricket near academy near their house. Well, I have started my daily routine of doing taekwondo and yoga near academy near my house because I really like taekwondo because it makes me feel strong and energetic, while doing yoga really relaxes my mind, and I'm grateful that I get to end my day with a relaxed mind and body. Thank you.
Wow, amazing, Mohammed. That is wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Let's have someone from India. This is the last answer of the open round. Okay, I see Sneha. Sneha, go for it.
First of all, hello everyone. Myself Sneha of grade 9. I myself from Cambridge English School, and my name literally means friendship and affection. So first of all, I'd like to say that I love the way the students answered the question, and I was the one who was curious about the question. Apart from the academics, I myself was engaged by joining abacus and Bharatanatyam classes. And This literally made me relax my mind whenever I'm in stress. And I would like to speak how Bharatanatyam and abacus classes helped me or taught me or benefited me. Bharatanatyam basically taught me discipline, devotion, and passion. Abacus taught me Abacus benefited me by improving my visualizing skills, speaking skills, and listening skills. And these days, our youth of India are investing their time in coding and swimming. And I see my friends and neighbors spending their time like going to participating in co-curricular activities like hockey, playing cricket, swimming classes, book clubs, painting and sketching. Thank you.
Wonderful, Sneha. Thank you so much for mentioning. So there's a lot of similarities. Huh? Coding seems to be a priority choice for both countries, and a lot of them are looking forward for physical sports after that, right? I would like to invite Shruti, who's a renowned journalist from the Times of India, which is probably India's most reputed media brand. Shruti, are you here? If you could just unmute yourself, please.
Yes, Mayank, thanks for the opportunity. I really do not have any questions, but then just wanted to say that I really enjoyed the conversation between the students. Wishing them all the very, very best in their life. May you get all the opportunities to understand each other and, let the world become a much more peaceful place to live in through you. Thanks,
Wonderful.
Mayank.
Thank you so much, Shruti, for that. Right, Shruti is as I mentioned to you from Times of India, who's been very kind enough to come and visit and cover our event as well. I think we also have someone else from the Rajasthan Patrika, right, who's over here, but I think they're unable to unmute themselves. Nikhil, are you here by any chance? Doesn't look like that. Okay, I'm going to use this opportunity quickly, right? Because we have a lot of amazing observers. So anyone who'd like to kind of, ask a question to any of these students from our observers, if you can just raise your hand and I'll just take that person in. Just one question from any observer who'd like to ask any child from India or Pakistan any question. Anyone? So I'm gonna ask this question to the adults, of course, who are there as a part of this event, and children, you'll get to answer that question. Anyone from the adults? I don't know if Ankita, if you're able to see someone's hand up, please let me know.
No. I think students, you will definitely get your chance to ask your question and speak with each other. But maybe from adults for now, I don't see anybody raising hands.
Sir, can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Go ahead. Did Salva?
No. That was Salva, I believe. Salva, the question was for adults who are here as a spectator. If they have any question for you, right? So I see none of them raising hands. So I think
Okay,
then
no
we are
problem.
good to go.
Yeah, we'll move ahead with that part, right? Okay, so now we have something called our breakout room conversation, right? So all of you students, right, will be put into smaller breakout rooms where you have an opportunity to converse with a smaller group of people. Feel free to ask any set of questions you want. You'll also have one facilitator adult over there just in case you need any help with any aspect for that, right? I can see the principal of KCIF. She's right over there. Ma'am, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, yes. Good evening. I'm so sorry in between. I just got a call and I couldn't get the question. So I'm so sorry. It is so interesting, children sharing about the countries and, I got to know so many things, So I played the Kahoot game and I missed one or two answers. But I'm so, I really wanted to, I was waiting for this date. It's my
I think ma'am's voice is slightly cutting, but I think on her behalf, I can tell you, ma'am's excitement is there, and her happiness for listening to all of you.
Of course,
we could hear you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Right. Great. So we will now be making the breakout rooms and you'll be there and have a conversation. This is going to be for roughly about 8 to 9 minutes. And once the breakout room conversations are done, we will be concluding the event with our last few reflections and a conclusion activity, right? So children, you'll be now put into breakout room. You'll get a pop-up on your screen. Please click on that and you'll get to go into that. The rest of the adults, you'll be over here and we'll probably engage you in a conversation just to get your views as well, right? So as you keep getting the
Perfect.
notification, please go ahead.
Perfect. So, so you will be directly moved to the breakout room. So please join in, and we will have our conversation there. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Have all the students got a chance to join in? Harshida, have you got a chance to join in?
No, sir.
Okay, just give me 1 minute. Ankita,
We
are you able to hear me?
Yeah. Okay.
Just 1 minute. I'll ensure that Harshida, you get allocated to one of the rooms. Just 1 minute. Okay, I'm assigning you to a room now. Did you get a notification, Harshida? Harshida, do you have a notification? Okay, great. Okay, so for the adults over here, right?
excuse me, sir. Me too. I have not been
Samat,
assigned.
okay, sure, Samat. Just 1 minute. I'll just right away assign to you. Okay, did you get a notification now? Okay, Samat is done as well. Any other child over here who's yet to get? Okay, none. Great. Okay, let me ask our observers, your educators or principals or HODs or even school owners from different parts of the country, right? Even from across the country. I'd like to once again thank Dr. Vahaj Kayani from Learn Academy. He's been so instrumental in making this whole thing happen. Completely open-hearted, has a wonderful team. Fiza has worked so well. Amna is the one, of course, who introduced us to you. Dr. Vahaj, thank you once more for being part and allowing us to do this in your support as well, right? How has the experience been for you, Dr. Bhaj? I'll take your answer first, and then I'll go to everyone else.
Experience has been wonderful, and yeah, I am really thankful to all of you to make it happen. And the event like this will make sure that the hatred between two countries will be a lesser, and our child get to know each other very well. And it is in the benefit of the humanity and of both countries that our future generation should work together and should developing their countries, because I think both countries have similar kind of problems. Both have the problem of education, both have the problem of infrastructure, both have the problem of poverty. And I think as a Pakistani educationist or a person who's working in an education industry, there are many things that we can learn from India, because the quality of education is far better than Pakistan and India. I know that there must be some problems as well, but India is doing very well these days, and economy wise, and their sectors are developing. So both countries can learn from each other, and I'm very very happy that this event happened, and in the month of August, where everyone is trying to be superior from each other, and trying to portray that our country is the best. We should portray that we can do better, and
Better together.
as both nations, because if you see the population of both nations is 150 plus 150 crore plus population of both the countries. So a large part of humanity lies in these two countries, humans lies in these two countries. So if we can develop a future of in the development sector of trade and of exchanging students, they get to know each other culture, and all the misconception will be gone, and we don't hate each other. I have never seen an Indian and a Pakistani as an individual hating each other. So it's just that some moments that sometimes people outbreak or do something silly, but I think as countries we both should come together and we both should sit and we should celebrate our nationality and humanity both.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Vaj, right, for that wonderful openness of your heart, right, and a call to for us to associate with each other.
Yeah,
I'd
and
probably want to invite. Sorry, Dr. Vaj, you were saying something.
yeah, and I would like to thank you and especially Ankita, who was who a very great job all together to pull up this event, and I'd like to thank Neha and Fiza as well, and all the people who joined us today. I'm really thankful to all of you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, right? I'd like to specifically, now ask Neha. Neha has joined in our event, right? Neha, how has the event been for you? If you'd like to just unmute yourself.
Hello, am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, hello everyone. Hello neighbor countries. It's a very, a happening moment. It's a very good moment for me right now. Two platform, two nations combining together in one platform, sharing their, hard words, they're sharing their, culture and everything. One thing I like to state here is that India is one of the places I know from my heart I want to visit because of the culture, because of the diversity it has, and one thing and the Bollywood, the Bollywood, obviously. So yeah, it's a very good, platform. Both the countries combining together, sharing their views. I love the student and I love the conversation. And you obviously you did a very good job as well, and hosting the event. You were very kind, and yeah, I love the way you host the things, and you handle the students very well. I hope this thing continues, continue like that, these kind of sessions between two countries, so that the harmony and peace is well maintained between the two sides, inshallah. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Neha. I read this beautiful quote when I was preparing for this event. We have to fight for peace as hard as we fight when we are in war. Because anything, right, if we don't fight for peace, then what is worth of fighting in this life, right? It is the breath of life, it is the breath of dignity, this freedom of ours, this peace of ours, right? So we have to put in effort. So maybe what we have done is one, and the only reason why I invited so many educators, both our educators, our friends, in our schooling communities and educationists, to simply inspire you that see the possibilities of what happens when children come together, right? And I hope that you are inspired to also take these kind of steps, and usher love and joy between countries, right? Let me ask Kanchan Call, right, who's also joined in as a thing. How has your experience been? Would you like to share in a few seconds?
A very good afternoon to all of you at this international platform. Mr. Mayank, it was really wonderful to be part of this amazing program where I would definitely appreciate the knowledge, the speaking skills, and communication of the students. They were so well groomed. And as far as my personal opinion for such programs is concerned, they are amazing programs wherein once we host such programs, so many doubts in the hearts of the people get cleared, right? I belong to J&K, and we do have an intense relationship with Pakistan, right, nationally as well as internationally. And I would personally like to be part of such programs where the word hatred will be removed from the boundaries, as nationality has no boundaries. Your spirituality, we are connected spiritually, we are connected through saints, we are connected through civilization, right? And such things do not have any boundaries. And culturally too, we are very, very close. I have been in Delhi for past 35 years now, teaching at +2 level, right? And I have myself experienced such things in my life where I feel that hatred should be removed from this planet. Only humanity should prevail, and then only we can grow together, right? And this planet will be worth living for posterity to come. Really amazing, really beautiful. It was wonderful to hear students over there. They were so well groomed. I am so impressed. Thank you so much, Mayank, for
Wonderful.
hosting
Thank
this
you so
program.
much. Absolutely. It's been the support of so many people, and now our children are coming back now, right? This is going to be probably the last 5 or 10 minutes of our event. Again, once again, thank you so much for being part of this event as an observer. I hope that we were able to achieve our objective with it. As students are joining in, I'd like to invite a person who's very special at ValEd, who's really kind of built a lot of the platform for this. She especially is part of all international alliances for us. She's the one who reaches out to a lot of people, builds relationships for things to happen. If I can just request Meenal Kering to please address, our gathering for a minute as our
Uh,
students are joining in as well.
Mine, just a quick note, the breakout rooms have been closed and students are joining back. They are almost there
Yes,
here. You can.
yes. So I wanted Meenal to address our gathering for the same thing. Meenal, please go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much, Mayank. Uh, I've had a great time the last hour and a half. It has been so heartening. Even some of the shorter conversations we had in the breakout room, I think was so interesting to know the thoughts of the younger generation and all that they want to achieve. It's all with all the values that we imbibe for humanity, right? Which is kindness, which is compassion, and it's really heartening to see all of them try to act on that as well. uh, the goal for today was just to have some basic conversations, but I think we've all touched a chord in all of us as the audience member as well. And I think somewhere there is a deeper impact. Maybe when we go back home and we reflect on today's session, thank you very much for both the organizations to have thought of such an interesting and memorable event for all the students and the audience members. Just wanted to say a big thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Meenal. Right. Now we have the last two things, right? We will be having this amazing experience of listening to the national anthems of both the countries. That's how we plan to conclude. But before we do that, right, our very own host of this event, Ankita Khandelwal, has planned a very interesting conclusion for us, right? She's going to share a certain interesting way to bring this message of our theme for this event, which is humanity before nationality, right? With this, there's a chord of peace together. So let's have our conclusion from Ankita, and then we will have, the national anthems of both countries. Ankita, over to you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mayank. Maybe just give me a second. Yeah, I can see you all now as a whole because it's been like I've been seeing people on the spotlight, and it's been one amazing time that I could see you all. Um, I have always believed in one thing in life. Everything that happens in life or in your own life is an experience to learn from. And today's event was definitely one of the kind of an eye-opening experience by hearing a lot of thoughts by students. It was not just today. In fact, I've been interacting with students for past 1 week, and they've been so cooperative. Both the organizations, students from both the countries, trying to work hard to make sure that it is a meaningful event to both the people or anyone who is joining in as a spectator as well. I have interacted students in my life for the last 4 years in my career journey with students from different communities, religions, and it has always been a pleasure to learn, explore their cultures, traditions. And not to take a lot of time, I would just like to say a few lines and maybe would like to just give away a few meanings of the same, or translate it maybe for others who don't get it easily, and would like to conclude it with that. चाहे तो उस पार रहे या चाहे तो इस पार रहे, चाहे तो उस पार रहे या चाहे तो इस पार रहे, पर रहेगा बनकर तो खुदा का बंदा ही तो। जिंदगी तो 2 पल की ही है जनाब, जिंदगी 2 पल की ही है, तो तू उसे ऐसे जी कि तेरे जाने पे लोग सिर्फ ये ना कहे कि इस मुल्क का बंदा चला गया है, पर लोग ऐसे कहे कि इस दुनिया से इस दुनिया का बंदा छूट गया है. It simply means that do things in your life that not only people in your country will remember that they lost a person like you, but then they will remember for the kind of work that you have done all over the world. ऐसा कर्म करो कि लोग तुम्हें पहचाने दुनिया में, ऐसी इंसानियत दिखाओ दुनिया में कि लोग तुम्हें भूल ना सके. And it can come in any form, so it can come even in the smallest gesture. So do not fail to take that or grab that opportunity to be that human first above any nationality. With that, I would now like to request you all to kindly raise for the national anthem. I would request everyone to kindly raise for the national anthem. And this video is very special because, just give me a second. Yeah.
Ankita, we have the screenshot of everyone. Is that now?
Yes.
Or
Oh, I think we can. We did have the screenshot, but maybe once we sing before leaving, we can just stay back and we can just take a
okay.
screenshot.
So
Another
after
one.
so
Yes.
after the national anthem, we would like all of our attendees also, right, and our
Please
observers
come
also to
on
please
video.
be here. We will take a screenshot, and that's going to be going on all our social medias and probably even the national media. So have a nice smile on your face
Yes,
as well, right?
please.
So let's do a national
Yes.
anthem first. Yeah.
Perfect. Just to close, the national anthem is very beautiful because the singers from both the countries have sung the national anthem of both the countries. So please do have a look at the corner of the video where they talk about who is from which place.
पाक सरज़मी शादबाद
केशवरे हसीन शादबाद तू निशाने अज़्मे आलीशान अर्ज़े पाकिस्तान
मरकज़े यकीन शादबाद
पाक सरज़मी का निज़ाम क़ुव्वते आवाम कौम मुल्क सल्तनत पाइंदा ताबिंदाबाद
शादबाद मंज़िले मुराद परचमे सितारा ओ हिलाल रहबर तरक्कियो कमाल
तर्जुमाने माज़ी शाने हाल जाने इस्तक़बाल
साये खुदाए ज़ुल्जलाल
अधिनायक जया हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा
द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलति तरंगा तव शुभ नाम जागे
तव शुभ आशीष मांगे
गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे
Mom,
Yes, Harshita.
actually, Mom, did Indian national anthem start from the first one?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
The Indian national anthem, did it start from the
Yes,
first?
yes, it did. It did. Maybe you missed the first chunk.
Oh, okay.
Yes. With this, we come to an end. Apologies that we extended by few minutes, but I definitely believe that it was worth being here, staying for this long, and I appreciate each and everyone who stayed back till the end to witness this event and make it successful. I would just like to quickly thank our beautiful singer who started our event with a beautiful prayer song, Anjini, and her parents for allowing her voice to grace our event today. And I would also like to thank both ValEd team and Team Learn Academy who made this event possible, brought these beautiful students and thoughts together and make this event one successful one. And at the end, not forgetting the spectators, our participants, our audience who are here to witness this kind of revolution that we are looking at from these young children. Thank you so much for being here and giving your valuable 2 hours time and making this happen. With this, I call the event to end. And if anyone is willing to stay back and share any thoughts, you're open to. Before that, picture. Yes.
Yeah. So you'll have to give us the countdown, and we'll look into our cameras and we'll smile.
Perfect. Sure. Maybe I would request my team member Rupini, Saloni, and myself to take the screenshot as we have so many people, so we are able to capture everyone here, right? I request everyone do not leave the meeting. Please just come on the video so we are able to take your beautiful pictures. Perfect. On the count of 3, 2, 1, and smile. One more, because I believe there was a sense of notification. I would request my team members to please capture the page 2 and 3 as well. We'll have to take 3 snaps basically, so I can take all the 3 slides of it. Once again, 3.
Look at the camera, everyone. Look at the camera.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
1 minute. A lot of people are not on camera. Like,
yes. I request them to please come on.
No matter how you are dressed, it doesn't matter. Please come on camera.
Everyone, Rupini, Saloni, Riddhi, Soumya,
Hamza, Ali, Manju Bhatia, Poonam, Aru, Rathi. There are many people who are still not on camera.
Yes. Arun is already there, I think, 2 videos. So Hamza Ali is also on 2 video. Poonam, okay. Soumya and Pratik. Thank you so much, Manju Bhatia. Perfect. It looks now complete to me. Okay, on the count of 3, 2, 1. Perfect. I think we've got some best snaps. Thank you so much, everyone. And yeah, as I said, if anyone wants to stay back for the last 2 minutes to share any of their thoughts, you're welcome to.
Any questions, children, you have for us? Please go ahead and ask.
Sir, I have a question.
Who was that? I'm so sorry. You'll have to raise your hand. Go ahead, Harshita.
Sir, you have been asking us the meaning of our name. So what is the meaning of your name?
So my name means, thank you for that question. Mayank means the moon. Right? And my name means the moon. So the one which gives you direction, even when all lights go out, the one which gives you coolness and calmness, right? That's the kind of person I hope I can be. Thank you for that question.
To it.
Thank you so much. Any question for anyone else? Also,
I have a question. I have something to say.
Yes, Fatima, please go ahead.
I would really like to thank Miss Ankita for this wonderful experience. It was like amazing for me. Since COVID-19, there's not been much gathering in our schools. So this was the first time so many students were in a class, and it was like amazing.
Yes,
so
Ankita
I
has
would
done
like
such
to
a
thank
wonderful
Miss
job.
Ankita.
Let's give a round of applause for Ankita from wherever we are, guys. Well done,
Thank
Ankita
you.
ji.
By the way, what's your name? What's your name meaning?
Okay. So I think a lot of people have that question coming to me. So, okay, my name simply means marked, M-A-R-K-E-D, marking something, being distinguished. You're able to, differentiate between something. So that's what it says, Ankit Karna. And from there, Ankit se Ankita ho gaya.
He surely left a mark in all of our hearts and minds today, right? It's
Thank
true
you.
to
It
Hanya.
could definitely be possible. It wouldn't have been possible without you all. So thank you so much.
So I
Yes,
have
all of you.
something to say. While I was in my breakout room, there was one very interesting thing Fatima mentioned, that what she wants people to be free from is mental slavery. And it was a very interesting point because, the young mind could think so deep. And we were discussing that, the hatred is between the two countries is not because of what exists now, it's because of what was then. So if we have the ability to leave the past behind and be individualistic in nature and not egoistic in nature, we really have a wonderful group that we have made friends with today. And I would encourage all of you as children to exchange, be in touch with each other on social media or however you feel comfortable, and be there for each other individually. You've just started a beautiful platform to make new friends. So stay connected. When you do a noble cause, you do something wonderful, reach out to these friends of yours as well, and be on a good cause together always. Because from 10, it becomes 20, and then 20 to 100, it keeps multiplying. So we're all there for you whenever you need us. And when we come to your countries, we definitely love to see you all.
Perfect. I just
That
have
was
one
an
piece to
amazing
add.
event.
Thank you.
Excuse.
You're on mute, Kinu.
I was saying it was really good, very well organized, very well planned, amazing questions, great interaction, great scope for all the children, for all of us. So many things which we got to know even when we were at the age of 30. In 30s, we didn't know about Pakistan. So it was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kinari. And because just Kinari mentioned something I would like to add, because I was planning something very interesting. This is for all the students. Anyway, we have already informed your school. So during the Independence Day celebration, you will have to go back and share this entire experience with your respective school.
Yeah.
You will be given that space. So you remember, you are called as the student representative of your school. So now it's your turn now to share this experience with others and enlighten them as well. Along with this, what I was thinking, if with the given permission with both the schools and the students and their parents, maybe we would like to exchange email IDs with each other. Maybe that is the most feasible option. All that you can do is maybe send some invites during your festival times, send some messages across during some national festivals. So, that would keep you connected with each other and not break the ties or just stop there. Yeah, with that, yes, Talba, please go ahead.
I just wanted to say something that in this event, like all of you are really nice. And this event, I learned that all of the Indian students are also very nice. All of the Indian people are very friendly.
Ankita, I just like to add one thing.
Yes,
For all the students, I think we all should give a big shout out to all the students, because the last week when we first got to interact with them and we were getting to know them a bit, a lot of them didn't really know what this was about, right? And they were nerves and they were a little anxious or nervous, but the courage that they have shown to accept this event heads on and to learn from us and to teach us so many different things, I think it takes courage. So to all the students today, a huge shout out to not only have the courage but the excitement and the enthusiasm to learn and share so much today. So thank you all very much.
Absolutely, Meenal. Yes, thank you. Yes, Neha, please.
I'd like to ask a question. That how does the idea pops out that we all have to be in a conference, like we all have to meet the Indian and Pakistani students? I got little curious about this question.
I think this question can be straight directed to our facilitator, who is still, I believe, is a facilitator for that. Maybe Mayank, would you like to answer that?
So, Sneha, is the question, how did the idea of this event come?
Come, yes.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, right, like I was lucky enough to have the opportunity of having a friend from Pakistan, right? And just a couple of weeks back, just randomly, we were just speaking, right? And then it kind of dawned upon me that independence is so much more than just singing your country's national anthem. It's so much more than just waving your flag, right? It's about how do you make your country better than what it was yesterday. And I know one thing, that the only way ahead is together, right? And if you're not going to engage with your own neighbors, it's going to be very, really, very difficult and a short path over here, right? And that one thing leads to the other. Any mind which is occupied with, giving good to the world, being good to the world, right? Ideas will come. So Muntaha, Harun, Fatima, Rakesh, Vandana, Rati, if just remember this one thing in life, right? Just try to focus and make your heart bigger and warmer, right? Because a warm heart and a big heart will get the biggest ideas, will get the biggest strength to do those things, and things will happen that way, right? So every single day, ask yourself, what did I do today to become better than what I was yesterday? What did I do today to give more than what I gave yesterday? And that will lead to a lot of amazing things. So, like Ankita mentioned, we will get you the email IDs of maybe the participants over here. Now, to keep in touch after that, Fatima, is upon you, right? Like after we give you these things, do not forget, right? You have an opportunity of making a friend. Remember, I got Sabha, and she became a friend of so many years for me, right? And I hope that today you found someone, at least one person in this crowd, whom you can say that, I'm gonna maintain this friendship with this friend for a long period of time. So that's how things and everything happens after that. Okay, Sam?
Perfect. I think with this,
Yeah.
sorry, Sneha, I think there was a lag, so I didn't hear you. I think
Sorry.
with this, I think Miss Shanti Shiva Prakash, who is also a teacher or vice principal, I believe, from Avishkar School, would like to share something. Yes, ma'am, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm really very honored and lucky to be a part of this event today. After listening to the whole conversation of this evening, there are a lot of things in our minds as educators. I think it is our responsibility to go back to our class and educate the same thing to the children, to tell this to the children, because it has to go to each classroom. That's very important. And to end with, I will just end with a quote telling that while educating the brains of the students, let's not forget to educate their hearts also. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Great, awesome, wonderful, everyone. So, Ankita, please do ensure that the contact details in terms of the email IDs, right, are shared between the students. So that can happen.
Definitely. I think, sorry, there has been a little lag, so I think even internet is just telling me to now, okay, it's high time now you close it. Okay, with all of that, if you have any question or you have any feeling that you want to share with us, like especially students, I do know that you will have a lot of things to share about it. You have a group, please feel free to share there so that we definitely acknowledge it and share it across with our team. With that, I would like to end the meeting on a good note and a good start of a new independence year this year. With that, everyone, great evening. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I still see 41 people being here. Thank you, everyone, and see you all. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you,
Have a
ma'am.
nice
Thank you,
day.
ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, ma'am.
Bye, Miss.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much, Vad sir, for